Yeah, it's a very interesting story about secret diplomacy and the very fragile relations of Israel with its neighboring countries. Our story today revolves around the World Cup in Qatar, set to take place in just 3 months. In June, it was announced that Israelis will be able to travel to Qatar to watch the games. Very good news for Israeli fans. And as a result, the Israeli Foreign Ministry was engaged in extensive negotiations with the Qataris to facilitate their arrival and to send an Israeli delegation, an Israeli consular delegation that would attend to the needs of those Israelis who travel there. As part of these negotiations, a planned phone call was set to take place between the Israeli Foreign Minister and Prime Minister Yair Lapid and his Qatari counterpart. The only demand of the Qataris, who already agreed to hold the talk, was to keep this conversation confidential. Now, Yair Lapid insisted on publicizing the phone call, and as a result, the Qataris canceled the phone call. They also canceled any future opportunity to hold a phone call between Lapid and the Emir of Qatar. But I think most important of all, they've canceled the opportunity to send an Israeli mission to Qatar to supply the Israelis there with consular services. That is very bad news to any Israeli who is traveling to the World Cup. In case your wallet gets stolen, in case you are robbed, in case you're injured, in case you get arrested, there will be no Israeli official in Qatar to assist you. This, of course, happens just 3 months before the kickoff of the games of the World Cup and just 2 months before the Israeli elections here in Israel. And many would wonder why the Prime Minister insisted on publicizing this phone call with the Qataris that eventually led to the failure of the negotiations between Israel and Qatar. The Israeli Foreign Ministry said in response, the story is not true. We know from our sources that the story is validated. And the bad news will be for those thousands of Israelis who will travel to Qatar without any assistance from the Israeli government. For I-24 News, I'm Guy Azriel.